With October just around the corner, I thought we would start reading from the Big Book of Virginia Ghost Stories, written by L.B. Taylor Jr. Today's reading will be called The Non-Ghost That Became a Corpse. This one's an interesting one for sure. The non-ghost that became a corpse. Talk about a practical joke that backfired. This must be the ultimate case. In the 1942 book, Home to the Cockade City, author M. Clifford Harrison tells of a most extraordinary, unintentional murder that occurred in Petersburg, Virginia, late in the 19th century. It had been told to him by his grandfather. It seems at that time there was a shoemaker who had gained the reputation among the townspeople as being totally fearless. It was said that he had never been scared in his whole life. Apparently, some young men with mischievous intentions decided to put the cobbler's courage to the test. They set up a coffin in an abandoned house, and one of them laid down in it. The shoemaker was then told that the house was haunted, and that a person had recently died there. But because of the threat of ghosts, no one would sit up with the dead. It was the custom then for someone or a group to sit up all night in the parlor with the deceased person. The man accepted the challenge. He took some tools of his trade with him, so he could repair some shoes during the nocturnal vigil. As Harrison wrote, an open coffin stood in the middle of a bleak room. Outside, the wind hailed. Eerie creaks and groans sounded through the house. The shoemaker unceremoniously drew up a chair and went to work. At about midnight, the corpse began to rise until it was sitting up in the coffin. Instead of being frightened out of his wits, the shoemaker looked at the scary figure and commanded, "Lie down!" The body laid down. An hour or so later, the same thing occurred. The body rose again, and this time the cobbler shouted, "Lie down and stay down, and I'm not going to tell you again." The order was once more obeyed, but at about 2 a.m. the body arose a third time. The shoemaker, without a word, took his hammer and cracked the skull of the corpse's head. As Harrison concluded, this time, the practical joker in the coffin, whose friends had powdered him up to make him look cadaverous, was a corpse, sure enough. The non-ghost that became a corpse. An unintentional murder from the Big Book of Virginia Ghost Stories by L.B. Taylor Jr.